The views or opinions expressed in this presentation are those of the participants and do not necessarily represent the views and opinions of Westman Communications Group or its employees.
Hi guys. Welcome back.
Morning.
Welcome back to another episode of the KC Chronicles, episode 45 now.
Oh my God.
45. The race to 50 is on, and despite the inclement weather, we have had a little break from the rain in the past few days, and it is time for the first travel shoot of 2025.
Cue the clapping track. Yay!
Awesome. So we did 4 travel episodes last year. We went to Spruce Woods, Big Valley, the Brandon Hills, and Marsh's Lake. Now this year, we are starting it off in May, so we're going to be hopefully getting a lot more in this year. And today we are going to Eternal Springs. It's just east of Verdun in Manitoba, in the Westman region. A little more of a underrated spot. It's a little tricky to get to, just because it's off a few kind of unmarked gravel roads. But we're going to go explore it today, take in the hiking trail, the swinging bridge that it has, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Her eyes just shot up when she heard swinging bridge.
I was not informed of this before I decided to agree to this. It's too early in the morning. I'm going to die today.
She has...
Colin will say, I hope so.
No, I think that you're being dramatic.
I'm tired.
We are going to have a lot of fun today. It's Friday, so long weekend's almost upon us, but we're going to have a great time today. And we have Carson here as the cameraman, so thank you, Carson, for taking your time.
Clap track again.
So, without further ado, let's get on the road. We've just got some water, we got some snacks. She got her popcorn.
Same one as last year, if you remember.
Yep. And we got bug spray, water, and popcorn, and some apples. And we're all ready to go, so let's go to Eternal Springs.
The spot was first developed as a recreational area in the early 1970s by a group of dedicated volunteers. It is fed by St. David's Springs, a freshwater source coming out of the hillside. The spring produces water at 15 gallons a minute, and it never freezes in the winter.
A 66-foot swinging bridge spans a gully within the park, providing a functional crossing and a touch of adventure.
The area includes 2 small stocked trout ponds, barbecue pits, picnic tables, and day use areas. Eternal Springs also boasts a 1.4-mile loop trail that meanders through the valley.
The park is rich in biodiversity. Visitors can find wild cranberries, choke cherries, various mints, rose hips, and hazelnuts along the trails. After first being developed in the 1970s, by 1980, the group of volunteers dissolved, and for several years, the site was not maintained. By 1999, volunteers decided to revive the spot. The picnic area was improved, and more hiking trails were added.
The 66-foot swinging bridge was a major addition added in 2004 by the Verdun Area Wildlife Association to help connect some of the hiking trails.
And here we are. Welcome to Eternal Springs. And which I should mention, I don't know if this is a provincial park necessarily, but all provincial parks are free this year.
We gotta park somewhere.
Well, we gotta park somewhere. So the swinging bridge is off to the right. I don't know what's off to the left, but...
Can we park like right in that little opening?
Well, we don't. We can give a. We can give it a try.
Oh, my head hurts.
We
oh
have
my God.
we have arrived now. Okay, the fact that we're parked on a slope here has my anxiety spiking. Even though this is because
Yeah.
what's right down there?
Water.
Water. But we have arrived.
Lake.
Water.
Stinky.
That's a throwback
Can you
to.
put my popcorn in your backpack?
These are questions that we're going to be answering off camera. But we have arrived, and Katy Perry is playing at the second.
But you can't hear it.
But you can't hear it because that's copyright. But we are going to get out. We're going to get all the equipment ready to go, and then we are going to explore Eternal Springs and all it has to offer. So we will see you outside. Okay, we are out. This reminds us a lot of Marsh's Lake. Why?
It's cold.
Well, not just it's cold, it's rainy out.
Cold.
But it's just kind of mildly spitting outside. But cameraman has the umbrella, so we need him and the camera protected more so. So the swinging bridge is leading us down here. So that's where we're gonna go first. We're gonna get your fear of the swinging bridge over with.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna die.
here we go. We're not going to
Okay,
die.
bye, guys. KC Chronicles dies.
This
or
is
at least
not the
Case-
first or the
Cicada.
last episode of KC Chronicles. This is just simply
Whose idea was this?
What?
Whose idea was this? To put me on a bridge that'll kill me.
okay, so I suggested this location
Oh, we could
and
have parked over here
yeah, well,
in the bush.
in the bush, in the mud too, actually.
Guys, I'm like 50% bug spray right now.
Yeah, you should have seen her off camera. She had the bug spray canister in her hand, and she was literally going.
I was like, if I get a tick today, oh my God.
But yeah, she was doing it like she was like dancing at the same time.
Because he was singing.
I
Of
was
course I'm
singing.
gonna dance at the same time.
Look at that!
Oh,
Wow, look at that lake.
wow. My voice went up 10 octaves.
So during the kind of car traveling segment, you would have heard our little voiceover kind of explaining some of the history of Eternal Springs. But this is a giant spring. About
Well, I would hope it's called a spring if it's called Eternal Springs. Sorry.
has to interrupt my little monologue.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, this place was first set up by volunteers in the 70s, and then it has been maintained since the late 90s. And in 2004, they added that little swinging bridge, and this is actually a really nice kind of underrated area. It's really peaceful. This is a popular fishing destination as well
We
because
should have come fishing. I have a fishing, what's it called? Sorry, guys. No, I have a fishing hook
you have a fishing hook.
that I got at the luncheon yesterday.
But do you have a rod?
No, we can just go stick it in the water and be like, come here, fishies. Come here, little fishies. We'll get one, I'm sure.
I don't think that's how anything
Yes,
works.
we will.
Okay.
I'll push you down the hill if you disagree with me. That's what I thought. That's what I
So,
thought.
so we've already just gotten here and she's already advocating violence against us. But let's just take in the view a little bit first and then we will we'll head out on the trail.
Oh my God, why is this hill so steep?
Well, we're in a valley.
Up, down in the valley, yo.
Up, down the valley.
No, do you know that song? Up, down in the valley, yo. I can't remember what song that's from, but it's from a song.
I don't remember the song, but it's a song about a song whose song
It's
is
just
song.
some valley stuff. Oh my Lord.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you
down
can
in
see the
the-
little spring kind of rushing out over there.
Oh yeah.
So this is all fresh water. We could drink this.
I don't want to.
Why?
I want to get poisoned and die.
It's fresh water.
Still.
It's fresh.
No fish pee and poo in the water. If there's
Yeah.
fish like you claim there is in this
Yeah,
water.
and the water you drank probably had a dinosaur walk through it too millions of years ago.
Yeah, but at least it's filtered.
So the St. David's Swinging Bridge. The bridge you are about to cross will carry you over St. David's Creek. This creek is the product of vast upstream watershed, which is also replenished all year long by hundreds of natural springs. The most prominent spring has been
Oh, why is
affectionately
it
named
crooked?
Eternal Spring.
The Eternal Spring is located next to the bridge on the main road upstream from this site. The swinging bridge was completed in the spring of 2004.
What? Why is it sideways? Do you see that? It's crooked.
Kenzie is afraid that this is going to be our doomsday.
Okay, swinging
Okay, do you want me to go on it first to show that it's safe?
Yes, I want you to fall.
Okay.
At least if somebody dies, it's you. Do you have the keys?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
should give them to me just in case.
I have my hands in my pockets.
It's sideways.
Oh.
I don't like it.
Listen, it's a swinging bridge. What?
I don't like it.
It's a swinging bridge. Hold the posts if you're scared.
I feel like Donkey from Shrek when they're going to save the princess
Yeah?
and like the bridge collapses and breaks.
Okay, why are you saying this over as we're going over the bridge? You doomsdayer. I swear, just hold the posts. Look, I'm already over it. It's cool.
Oh my god. Oh my god, stop it. Colin, I'll hurt you. I do not like that, guys.
See, we made it. Hey, are we still alive? That was dangerous.
That was good.
That was dangerous what you just did.
Hey, Dad.
Look at all the bulrushes. Sorry, look at all the bulrushes there.
We're not walking up that hill, are we?
No, we're not walking up that front.
Okay, good.
Let's do a little loop around here.
Oh my god. Mom, come get me. I'm scared.
You're really like afraid. It's okay. Just enjoy nature.
I didn't like that bridge, and that bridge is not nature. You can't tell me that it is.
Enjoy nature, Mackenzie.
I'm gonna throw you into nature.
You hear that? You hear that?
But
Oh, we have a sign
why is
to
there
read.
just a slab of wood?
It is for show.
Just some wood, in case and a dock.
Yeah. In case you want to go boating.
But the dock's in the trees. It's not really gonna help.
Yeah, that's where the creek goes. You've heard of Stairway to Heaven. That's the dock to heaven.
Okay. Launch right off that into the water.
Right. The waterfowl. So we have all the different birds that are kind of native to the area. We have
He's a bird.
caw. We have the Canada goose. We have the mallard, the blue-winged teal, the northern pintail, the canvasback, and the American coot.
American. Why is an American here?
Well, we are pretty
I'm
close.
funny.
Well, we're also pretty close to the border,
These
so
are-
we're also very close to the border too. So I mean, I don't know what.
The American birds were like, I'm gonna fly over to Canada. It looks nicer.
Yeah, I want to go to Eternal Springs with that giant swinging bridge over there.
Because America scares me. Just flew over. They went,
Here, if you want to get a shot of this, it is pretty cool actually.
The American bird's lifespan is about 9 years. It's
Well, guess
probably
what?
longer than most Americans.
Mackenzie!
Kidding.
Well, actually, so the blue-winged teal, it says, it lives near the North American wetlands in the summer, and then it migrates to Texas, Florida, and Central America for the winter.
Some
actually.
interesting choices, but okay.
Well, see, it's found in southern Canada and the northern United States in the summer, the American coot.
Well, I would hope it's in America, but you know, you never know.
Imagine if it wasn't.
I just find that, like, why does the bird choose to go to, like, Texas and Florida?
Because
Of
it's-
all states.
Well, because it's really hot there. They
Go
like the
to
heat.
Arizona.
Yeah, but it's hot and it's wet there. Oh, actually,
A bird.
there's
It's
two-
a bird. It's a
there's
goose.
There's a goose in the water.
It's a bird.
Try and,
It's a plane.
try and get a shot of that if you can.
It's a Canadian goose.
You okay?
Yeah, it was cold.
Oh, someone's dirty socks. You got an email about dirty rags, dirty socks here.
I'll bring him to work and be like, here's my dirty rag.
Well, here's my dirty socks.
Enjoy.
Okay, I want to get some extra shots here. Trying to get like nice
My
B-roll.
knee. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, what goes around comes around. I'm going
You're gonna what?
I'm going to commit acts of devastation.
Yeah, because losing me would be an act of devastation.
It would. The world would be upset. They would be sad. They'd be crying.
You would be crying. You'd be like, yeah.
Ah, the cold wind.
Right in your face, too.
I know.
There's a trail there. That's cool.
The droplets hit your face and they curse you. And my feet are already wet, but I came prepared.
My feet are cold. Like, I'm
now?
touching the ground and my feet are cold. Like, and the ground is cold. You know what I mean? Also, I do not think you should go backwards down that bridge.
Maybe we should,
We'll get in front of you.
We'll go first just for your safety.
I'm like, that wouldn't end very well. Also, don't fall into a bush.
Whoa! That wind. My hat, I could feel my hat coming off when I did that.
You
so I
can
could-
see the bridge moving!
Yeah, because it's a swinging bridge. Okay. What are these noises you're making? You're just making
I'm
phantom
scared,
noises.
Dad.
It's okay.
I don't like being over water,
I
like
know, I don't like it
suspended
either,
like this.
But sometimes you just have to put your anxiety aside and just do it. You know, like the Nike ad, just do it?
No, you don't. You don't ever have to just do it. Ever.
Well, when you get over
You
your
can
fear...
choose not to.
Well, okay, but...
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is that, you can enjoy nature. You can just have fun,
I'm gonna
enjoy
take
it.
a big old shot of cold medicine when we get back in the car.
Yeah. Take a shot. Shot. There's a trail over back that way.
Let's
we can.
walk a little trail.
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
I need a big old
I'm
shot. of
fine.
cold-
It's just my hands. My hands are a little chilly.
I'm good.
Chilly fell. We
Almost
got so
shut.
used to the plus 30 weather that we had earlier this week that when it comes down to 5-6 degrees and it's like a little rainy, it's like, oh, the sky's falling down.
And in my defense, I already have a cold. So I'm already feeling like a bit down. But
But we're gonna pick you back up.
don't throw me in the water.
Yeah. If we throw you in the water, odds are it'll jolt your system enough that you'll get over your cold. Because that's how biology
No.
works.
I'd probably get hypothermia and die.
Why does every single scenario end with you dying?
That's typically how life goes.
Okay.
You die.
But you're always jumping to the worst case scenario every time, aren't you?
Well, I'd rather be prepared for death than not.
Well, you had to walk a little. Are you okay?
Oh, Carson, are you?
The cameraman nearly got taken out.
Oh my gosh.
And we're thinking of what should and shouldn't make the cut, and that might make the cut.
Hey, at least you kept yourself up, Carson.
I know.
You're a trooper.
Trooper, we were
English is
listening.
not my forte.
We were listening to Trooper in the car.
Canadian band.
Raise a little hell, raise a little hell.
Oh, there's maybe these are docks over here too.
Yeah,
But how do you get
docks that are on the water.
How do you get your boat in the water? There's not like an inclination into the water. You just drop it in. Bring a crane with you and just drop your boat
I
in.
think you're overthinking this too much.
I'm serious. How do you?
Maybe it's just a fishing dock.
You just sit on the dock and you.
Yeah. You can just sit. You can have like your legs kind of just dangle over.
And the fish can, and the sharky can go. Whoosh.
Did you say the shark?
Yeah, there's probably a shark in here somewhere. Like a megalodon.
The extinct animal?
Yeah, it's extinct because
Hey,
nobody's found
Does
it.
this
in
remind
here.
you of a certain place?
Oh, Big Valley.
It's the exact same rock face that we saw at Big Valley. Now look at that.
That's cool. I hope you fall.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is cool. Now that is a lot of cool, like kind of exposed rock. That's pretty nifty.
You're a cool exposed rock.
Oh, thank you. She called me cool. At least someone calls me that.
Can I have my popcorn, Dad?
Oh, right, yeah. Popcorn.
Actually, you know what? I'll eat in the car. That's what I'll do.
Can I have popcorn? Actually, no.
There's a
Stop.
tackle
Did you
box.
catch a fish today? Please help us monitor the fish stock.
By fish stocking success these ponds by recording your catch on today on the tracking booklet inside the box. Please record what was kept and released so we can alter the stocking program accordingly. Fish!
And again, we'll say it again. This whole place
my
is
God!
run. This whole place
Frogs.
is run and maintained by volunteers. So it shows you the true power of
There's
volunteering.
some trouts here. Rainbow trout. We should come fishing here one day.
Sure. Rainbow trout,
There's
you have brown trout,
turtles
you have
and
muskrats,
beavers.
beaver, painted turtle, the wood frog, the milfoil.
The what?
Milfoil. Okay, stop it.
You gotta admit it sounds kind of funny.
Now, I like how there's a random little, like, kind of grate. I don't know if that's just to prevent, like, water from, like, overflowing into the area. Like, it sends water to the other side of the spring.
Maybe.
But I find that quite funny.
Quite intriguing.
Maybe, like, ooh, we'll put you in there. We'll, like, drop you in there, Kenzie, and then you, like,
No.
yeah.
To the
Watch your step
no.
there.
Be careful. I'm such a mom.
Okay, so we're gonna go check out this
I
final
see
area
stairs.
here. It's an actual stairway to heaven. Just kicked a rock.
No, it was actually wood.
Careful. Oh, it's like a little overflow place so like that little grate there is like a little overflow place for water, and then it flows right out back underneath there.
Wow.
Smart idea, or else this whole area would just overflow constantly because the water is rushing pretty aggressively with all the wind.
And there's lots of water too, like a lot of rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Why does my
actually,
leg
it's
hurt?
honestly, it's not raining. It's just windy.
My
and, like,
leg hurts,
chilly now.
Dad.
Your legs hurt.
My leg hurts.
Well, you're being
Better not be a
active.
tick.
You're being active.
No, it's like it feels like there's
It's so
something
cold today.
pinching.
I think the ticks might just peace out today.
Wow.
This is
Stairway to
actually
heaven.
like, and she's taking the stairway to heaven.
This is kind of cool.
And up and up. Up we go. That's pretty wicked, actually.
At least they put stairs here. Unlike at like Spruce Woods, they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. You had to go up sand. Lots and lots of sand.
With no stairs, like at least stairs help you like ground yourself and like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's our thing
Another sign.
about shrubs. We have berries. There's berries up here.
Yeah, so there's some berries. We have,
Stairs are not my forte, guys.
yeah.
Saskatoons, actually, I did not know that.
We have Saskatoon berries, choke cherries, and pine cherries.
Saskatoons are really good off the bush, if you had them.
I don't think I actually have. You can see the car actually all the way from here.
You can see the car!
See it?
Hi,
Nice.
car.
Hi, car. Yeah, this is a really cool place. And you know, the entire time, that goose is still in the water.
He's chilling. He's content
He's
with
having
life.
just the time of his life. He's vibing. He's in, it's cold, it's windy, and the goose is like, nah, man.
Goose is chilling. There's a trail that way and then there's a field over there.
We're gonna go back the way we came.
Going back.
Onwards and sideways, back to the car, because it's windy.
And cold. It was unplanned, uncoordinated.
But when you have a good friend, you kind of just,
You just know.
your sense of humor kind of bounces off each other.
This would be wonderful though on a nice day, I think.
Yeah, totally. We will say, like Marsh's Lake as well, on days where it's very, well, just when it's not like this. On nice days, places like this are clearly great to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you've
Go
seen the
fishing.
shots. You can go fishing, you can cross the bridge, you can push your friends off the bridge, you can do whatever you want.
And get a little trout.
Yeah, catch a little trout.
Around.
The world.
No, around the
Around
world.
the puddle, around the puddle, around.
Around the world. Oh, my foot's wet.
My toes are already, they've been wet.
There's so much mud on my shoes. Around the world, around the world, around the world.
See, our show is kind of like that. I mean, except the world in this case is
Western Manitoba.
Yeah. It's cool. So we've been to Spruce Woods, Brandon Hills, Big Valley, Marsh's Lake, and now Eternal Springs has been conquered by the Keys Chronicles.
You just hit me with the umbrella.
What?
You hit me with the umbrella.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Brother.
Brother, no hitting. Okay, so we tripped going down. Let's hope we don't trip going up.
I'm just gonna trip.
Hey, ready? Let's do it again. Onwards and sideways.
Watch your step.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that takes your breath away. I work out and I'm gassed.
My back and my legs are burning.
Well, hey, it'll warm you up.
Yeah, I'm too fat for this.
It's okay. It's okay. You made it, and that's what matters. We put the labor in the apocalypse. I'm holding the umbrella like it's a weapon. Like, we just survived the worst ordeal of our lives.
Holy crap.
Breathe. Just breathe. Just think you'll have popcorn soon. The car is in sight.
So we did it. We went to Eternal Springs. It was cold. I really wish we could have stayed out longer.
The weather has taken a bit of a turn for the worst.
Yeah, a lot of rain.
Lot
and
of
I mean, it
wind.
was just cold and windy out.
Yeah.
And I'm already kind of like sick and I'm trying to recover. So I don't want to like obviously make that worse. So
Yeah, it's a good call. So
would be way nicer like on a nice day. It would have been nice to just chill out there all day. But like if you're in the Westman region, I would suggest like go check it out.
There
It's kinda
are a
nice.
lot of very good kind of underrated gems
Yeah,
in
just
Westman.
Yeah.
Because you know there's the whole thing of, well, Manitoba's boring. It's got nothing going for it. Well, if you are willing to go beyond like 20, 30 kilometers north or south of the Trans-Canada in Manitoba, you come across quite a lot of cool places. And I think now the 5 different places we've gone to, I think really illustrate it.
Yeah. And those stairs were really cool.
They were cool.
I looked in the bush and I was like, oh my god, stairs.
Unlike Spruce Woods, we had to walk.
Up sand,
sand.
no stairs.
Yeah.
At least stairs are easier. You know?
We
like-
we got a little photo for the social media. We have some funny videos. We have some actual B-roll. We've captured quite a lot because your kind of more energetic, goofy side comes out when it's cold. You're like get a little more antsy, and that probably came across in the final product. We're now in a very nice heated car.
Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious, on a wet gravel road still. We're going to be back on the Trans-Canada soon, so we'll be back to official roads. But this is the reality of living in of rural Manitoba and Saskatchewan too, actually.
Yeah, it's just like, It was also really muddy out, I found, today.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is not surprising with how much rain we got yesterday. Like, we got dumped on yesterday.
And the day before that.
So, you're just gonna go follow the curve if you can't pay
Follow the
attention.
curve.
But, yeah, we got, like, a lot of rain yesterday, so I'm not surprised that it was muddy. But it was also, like, I almost slipped. Our camera guy almost slipped.
Yeah. Thankfully, no one
Oh my god,
wiped out.
nobody, especially with our camera gear, nobody fell. Nobody got hurt. It's very good.
Yeah, that is good.
So I was a little worried for our camera guy for there for a sec, though. It's like,
Cameraman's a trooper.
poor guy. But he's really good. Trooper. Thank you, Carson, for coming out with us.
Big
Amazing.
thumbs up to Carson.
But, yeah, what did you think? Have you ever been there before?
No, that was my first time. I haven't really been.
It says we're off route.
According to the Google Maps, we are currently in some random field.
Anyway.
Anyway, no, I have not. I haven't been to too many places kind of west of Brandon. A lot of the places that I've gone to are kind of either more north, south, or east.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just out west, like I don't know. I mean, I've been to places like Verdon and Elkhorn before, but yeah, in terms of some of the kind of places that you can travel to on the western edge of the province,
yeah.
this was, I think, one of the first ones I've done, and it was nice. Again, barring the weather, which it looks pretty bad here. It wasn't as bad when we were actually out at Eternal Springs.
Yeah.
It's kind of taken a turn for the worst in the last 20 or so minutes. But
There's no stop sign, you're gonna take it right.
Yep.
But it was fun. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it. I mean,
on a proper day, you'd love this.
oh yeah, no. And I feel like there's opportunity for us to come back again later. Sorry, hiccup. Later in the summer or whatever, if we decide to, or
Yeah. Even if it's not even for like on camera, we can just
for
explore it
fun.
again. Yeah.
yeah, no, I would 100%
Oh
come
my
back.
God, we
like,
actually come across a car
out in the vast wilderness
in the vast wilderness.
of western Manitoba.
Well, ever since we left Sioux Valley, it's been quite a deserted land. You wouldn't want to go walking or driving through that giant.
Take a quad.
Yeah, that's quadding country. And also, you can tell this is rural Manitoba. Hay bales
Yeah, it's farming.
everywhere.
Oh.
Why don't we talk about a little bit of, because I think we've referenced it in some recent episodes, but let's talk about what is life like. I mean, a lot of people's experiences are kind of universal around here, but for Gen Zs, what is it like growing up in rural prairie Canada? Because I'm originally from Winnipeg. You're...
Originally from Whitewood, Saskatchewan. I graduated from Mooseman, though.
Yeah, so I mean, I lived in Winnipeg until I was 5. But I've
Okay.
lived in Brandon my entire life beyond that point. So we've lived in rural Canadian prairies. What's life like to the prairies? Maybe for someone who's not from here.
It's very, like, a lot
Flat.
of country.
A lot of country. It's
A lot of people are
flat.
country out here. Like, it's like, not like a lot of city people, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense
Yeah.
to anybody, but like, it's
Yeah.
a lot of like, Hickville.
Hickville. That's yeah. Well,
I feel like it's a good describer.
well, yeah. Because once you go beyond, because Winnipeg is kind of known as the gateway to the west.
Yeah.
Once you go beyond Winnipeg, and not until goodness, and not until you get to about Calgary, Edmonton, it is a very flat, open, you know, conservative, rural Hickville.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how it is around here. And what are some things that people do for fun on the prairies? Because you have to create a lot of your entertainment because it's so
Well,
rural.
there's a lot of things like, obviously like, festivals. So like, there's like Country
Craven.
Thunder and
Craven,
Dauphin Country Fest.
Country
and so there's
Fest.
a lot of that. A lot of people are really into those as well. I find, like, I went to Craven last year and I found just a lot of people were there.
So, yeah, country is very popular here. Go figure, because we are in where?
The country.
Wait, what?
What? No, I think a lot of hockey players actually, I find. A lot of people play hockey
Hockey is very
around
popular here. Because in the winter, that's about all you can do.
Yeah, curling.
Curling,
A lot of people curl.
hockey, snowshoeing,
Yeah, you know, your
ice,
basic.
ice fishing too.
We're like the pinnacle of Canada.
The pinnacle.
It's like every Canadian stereotype you have, it's found in like the prairies.
Yeah, I think it's fine a lot across Canada, but I think you can find a lot of really defined stereotypes around here.
In the prairies, for
because
sure.
I think because there is a lack of things. I think because like there's just a lack of kind of general stuff going on. We kind of revert back to what we're stereotyped as. Like, you know, we play hockey. It's cold all the time.
To your left, by the way, is the Assiniboine River.
Yeah, we've got. Yeah, I think this is the same. I think
It's all the same river.
Yeah,
but
the Assiniboine on both sides. The Assiniboine is more narrow and looks more shallow on this part of the like west of Brandon.
It's a bit scenic, but no, I feel like everybody does a lot of like the same stuff out here. Like, it's not a lot of diversity when it comes to like extracurriculars or like activities.
They exist, but it feels just more. Oh, thank you, Rain. It feels more insular as well, which is maybe hence why it's a little more conservative. There's not a lot of people here, and again, I mean, like especially before technology, you didn't really have a whole lot of connections to the outside world. I mean, you know,
Yeah, I mean, like when I was growing up, it was a lot of like cruising and like driving for fun and partying.
Yeah, well, like a lot of parties, like out at farms, for
Yeah.
example. That's a lot more popular. You know, party at someone's farm or someone's got a rural property. Because let's be honest, when you're outside of the city limits, there's not really a whole lot that the cops can do.
Nobody cares really.
Yeah,
To be
exactly.
completely honest.
It's kind of like you mind your own business and just kind of stick to yourself.
Yeah,
In,
I mean,
in a lot of ways.
yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of cows out here.
And a lot of hay bales.
A lot of cows, a lot of hay.
Horses, there's a lot of horses out here too.
Yeah, I see cows all the time now when I'm driving on the highway. It's just like I'll point out cows.
Yeah. And we don't say all this to sound like we're dissing it. I mean, yeah, it gets stale, that's for sure. But at the same time, it's home.
And we make our own fun.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we can be less bored in some ways because again, like people maybe like if you came from like a Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, you might be like, what does anything go on here? Like, does anyone even live here? And the answer is yes. But
lots of people live here.
lots of people do. I mean, over 1 million people live in Manitoba. I think just over 1 million or close to 1 million people live in Saskatchewan. So
Yeah.
people do live here. It's just, you know, yes, the population of Vancouver is higher than both provinces combined, but yeah, you just it's home. It has its own charm.
I feel like the thing with the prairies is it's smaller, right? So a lot of people, people know people. A lot of people know each other. And that can be for good or for worse, I think. Like, it can be, obviously, like, little small towns can be gossipy.
Yeah, if there's gossip, it'll spread around a lot on the prairies.
Off-roading over here.
Almost.
But at the same time, it's like people are willing to help each other out here. More so than I think you'd find in a city.
Yeah, there's a lot of, there seems to be a bigger spirit of kind of, we're all in this together, you know? We're all in this
that
together.
from High School Musical, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I like living out in the prairies. I mean, I wish, like,
it
I
has its
could
pitfalls. Like, sure, we're not going to deny that, but...
But I don't think I would have wanted to grow up in the city either.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
because I'm from Winnipeg, I have a connection to it. I know people really like to diss and crap on Winnipeg, but that's home for me.
Yeah.
So I have a connection to it.
Hey, look, back to paved roads.
Oh my God, we're back to civilization, people.
But yeah, I can like understand like the joys of living in a city, but at the same time, I think I better off growing up on the prairies personally.
Yeah.
Everybody's different, so like of course you grow up in the city, but
I'm more introverted, so this is perfect. There's a lack of people. Well, because and that's what I like about Brandon. It's big enough so that it has most of the modern conveniences and amenities that a city will have, but it's still not big enough to the point where it's not like Winnipeg traffic.
Oh yeah.
Thank gosh.
It doesn't take me an hour to get to work.
Well, yeah, like.
Okay, I can turn this off now that you know where we are.
I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Dirty Diana.
We were rocking out before we started doing this.
Yeah.
But I feel like obviously every kid's different, but my family, I'm happy I grew up on the prairies, I think, because it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I might be a little tougher than somebody from the city. Not to say that like
I see. I get what you mean. You know, you're used to maybe a slightly more rugged a lifestyle where there isn't a convenience around every single corner.
So I feel like obviously both places have its strengths, but I think I wouldn't want to live in a city grow up in a city. I prefer that I grew up here.
Winnipeg is the most I'd be willing to put up with.
Yeah. Ain't got anything else to add?
Huh?
You got anything else to add?
Well, actually, I would say, and yes, there are a lot of people who do leave. Like, there's a lot of people our age, like the second they graduate high school, they are out. Whether it's for school and they maybe come back later, but a lot of people do leave the prairies. And I mean, I get why, but I don't know. For me, I mean, I think it depends on your background.
Yeah.
Some people's backgrounds, they might want to leave out of necessity, which that's understandable. But I don't want to abandon home. Here is home. Even though, yes, it gets horrendously hot in the summer. It is like some of the coldest temperatures, aside from space, are recorded here. And yeah, mosquitoes eat us alive in the summer. It's home.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of, that's what I have to say.
I like that. I agree. I feel like it's just more home feeling than a city would be.
Yeah, because again, because of the smaller population, you know people.
And
like in Brandon, for example, like there's a lot of different people, a lot of different backgrounds. And I think just by proxy of our job, we know a lot of people.
Generally, people are very welcoming around here too.
Like, oh my God, someone actually came to the city. What?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Black Creek.
Yeah, but there you go. That's a little bit of an insight of living on the prairies from a Gen Z's perspective. Again, and these are just two perspectives.
Yeah.
And we are not really saying anything negative about it. But you might ask someone, and they might be like, "This is like the worst place to ever possibly live. Why would you ever want to live here?"
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Which is how somehow people feel, but
exactly. I mean, it's just it's how you feel. It's how you feel.
No, it's gonna be fun. My birthday is coming up next weekend. Tomorrow will be 1 week till my birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be a whole 20 years old.
The big 20.
Yeah, the old. I'll be on this earth for 2 decades.
And you beat teen pregnancy. Now you can get 20s pregnancy.
Well, that's at least normal pregnancy.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, so then I'm going out for drinks tomorrow with some friends. Cullen is joining.
Yeah, Even though Cullen almost never drinks. I mean, we have a whole clip laughing at the fact that I don't drink and how you're trying to get me to drink coconut rum.
And now he's coming out to drink with me tomorrow. Yeah. So there will be video proof of this.
Yeah. This episode is going to go up after said fact, but if there are any interesting photos or videos that arise from it, they will happen right now. Oh, look at that. Look how funny it is. Whoa. And there you go.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I hope there's nothing and I can just cut that part out because that would just be embarrassing on my part.
Yeah, and then Monday is a holiday.
Yep.
So my parents are coming up to visit for the day, and we're gonna go watch the new Final Destination movie in theaters. You should see their marketing. Remind me to show you this for the new movie.
For Final
yeah, you should see the marketing they did for this movie. It is insane.
Yeah?
Like, there's semis driving around that are looking like logging trucks.
Really?
And it's got, like, Final Destination bloodlines on it. And then there's, like, a billboard that looks like a guy, like, 2 workers are actually, like, dead and, like just hanging off of it. It's, like, actually crazy.
Sounds a little morbid.
I'll show you. It's kind of funny. But they went all out for the marketing for this movie, so I'm very excited to see it.
Well, it is a popular franchise, and what happened to the rain? It was like downpouring, and all of a sudden it's like, no, okay, we're done.
That's how it was driving home yesterday. It was like downpour, then like little rain, then downpour, and then like medium rain. You know what I mean?
That feels like a prairie thing too. Just rain just kind of dumps at random times, and then it just stops at other random
Very
times.
concentrated, just like.
Yep. And we have returned.
To the office.
The office.
In one piece.
In one piece. We didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your fear of dying has been suppressed for another day.
Well.
Thankfully, it's not raining in Brandon at all. I wish we could have had some of that similar luck at Eternal Springs, but beggars can't be choosers.
I looked at the weather after we got back in the car. It was like 3 feels like -3. Like we were in the minus. And it's like, that's crazy.
Well, feels like it anyway. So
cold enough.
Cold enough. You are correct. Anyway, that has been another episode of the Casey Chronicles and our 5th travel episode of the year. It was awesome.
You mean 5th ever?
Ever.
First of the year.
First of the year. Thank God she's here to correct me, or else I would be.
I was like, why have I been dead for the other 4? For this year?
Everything goes back to you being dead.
Well,
doesn't it?
Yeah, were you surprised?
A little bit, yeah. Because when were you dead for any of our shoots?
I was dead all the time. I'm dead. I'm a ghost.
Kenzie's a ghost.
Did you know that?
Yeah. I did. Anyway, thank you very much for watching episode 45 of the
Don't
Casey
forget
Chronicles.
to check out our socials at Casey_Chronicles2024 for Instagram and TikTok, Casey Chronicles on YouTube, or email us at CaseyChronicles2024@gmail.com if you want to join our podcast. If you want to just have your own podcast, you can email WCGTV@westmancom.com. And other than that, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your week, whatever you're having. And until next time, Kenzie, come say bye.